How do you react to pressure in the interview? When your interviewer asks you, are you sure about this number? Or should we acquire this company? Should we bid 200 million? These questions are meant to put pressure on you, to see how you react, to see if you keep your composure. Because that's what you'll face in real life. When you become a consultant, pressure from your client, from your partners, from your team members. How do you handle that? You handle it with a balance between being firm on your arguments, on your convictions, and being flexible to process new information and to revise your assumptions if needed. So for example, in the context where your interview asks you, are you sure about this number? The answer is not a yes or a no. It depends on the context. Your interviewer may say that to see if you are firm, if you know what you did, all the steps you took, and you end up with a market share of 15%, if you considered all the necessary steps. And if you did that, you should be firm and say, I believe so. I considered the size of the market. I considered our forecasted growth rate. Therefore, I arrived at this market share. However, keep in mind that your interviewer may say that not to put pressure, but also to guide you because you forgot something. Maybe you overestimated a certain number and he wants you to revise that assumption. That's why there's no right or wrong answer. You should not say just yes or no. You should say, yes, let me revise what I did. And if you find a flaw, admit it. Don't get stuck into it. Otherwise, it shows that you are not flexible enough. Now, being flexible doesn't mean that you accept everything that your interviewer will put at you. For example, if you believe, based on what you analyze, that the company should acquire the competitor because of synergies, then you should state so. You should say, yes, I do believe because A, B, and C. And your interviewer will always probe you on that. Will always say, yes, but have you considered the opportunity cost? Or have you considered the managerial effort that will be diverted from our core business? And if you haven't considered that, you should say, yes, that is a factor I would need to analyze. But if you have considered, then stick to your argument. So no right or wrong answer, remember, it's a line between being firm on the one hand and being flexible and adaptable on the other hand. When to use each depends on how good your arguments are. If you have good arguments, stick to them. Have a position, be bold. If not, if you need to revise your hypothesis, then show that you can adapt, that you can evolve, that you are not someone obdurate, stuck with something.